Good evening, everybody. This is Crazy Chris with Sunday Night Madness. Make sure you stick around tonight for the show. We're going to go live with you guys, and we're going to be talking about unidentified aerial phenomenon. T's going to be discussing her patronage of the royal family. And we're also going to be discussing some unexplained things that have been happening in the office. So you guys stick around. We'll see you there. Hey everybody, what is up? This is Crazy Chris. With me, as always, is
Tenacious too.
and then sitting across from us, we have the lovely, beautiful, insufferable. Yeah, that's the right word. I was right. Topher, the paranormal hobo. We are so glad that you guys have chosen to join us on geekpublicradio.com. We are coming to you from the beautiful studio that we have set up here. But coming real soon, we're going to have a change of location, and you guys are going to be part of that journey with us. Can't wait to see you there. Today, we've got kind of a fun little show for you. We're going to be discussing different things, making several jokes, and hopefully you guys get a laugh out of it, maybe a little bit of an education, too. I don't think poop will be quite the discussion that it was on this show as it was last time. There we go. That's a little bit better. I had to spin the mic around a little bit, just kind of get it adjusted in the right area, so that way I could get it. What? It's comfortable. Shut up. You're so perverted. Anyways, so yeah. So say hi, Topher.
Hi.
I said say hi, Topher.
Hi, Topher.
There you go. Man.
I don't know.
That didn't like nobody of it no actually heard that because it was like I had mine down so because the
Yeah. Technical difficulties. We're bad at this. We know.
well no I had it down because I was breathing like a mouth breather there for a minute.
There you go. That's for you ASMR fans. That's a horrible noise.
You're gonna start unwrapping the Snickers.
So how's everybody been the last 2 weeks? T, how you been?
I've been well, thank you. Been well.
Yeah, been dealing with the COVID.
With the coffee, like every day, all day.
Good to know. Good to know. Topher, how you been, buddy? What have you been up to?
Trying to make money.
That's great. Nobody cares. So T, yo, go ahead. Sorry.
Trying to make money and get moved into the new place.
That's right. We got a new place. It's going to be super fun. T, I think you're the only person that hasn't seen it yet. I'm a little disappointed. Well, it's because you're
My
working
bad.
in the general public and dealing with the COVID and dealing with horrible people all the time.
All the time, all the time.
I mean, you are in a horrible place, so I just
Horrible people.
they are.
Horrible.
Emphasis on
does.
horror. Ibble. Like the whole word, horrible.
Horrible.
I was trying to like break it down phonetically, but then I realized we're gonna get demonetized. Oh wait, that's right. Fuck you, YouTube. You can't.
Okay.
Well, they can't. They
Yeah.
have their own platform now. They can't do it.
No.
They're not allowed. That was
Yeah,
my. That
if
was,
somebody comes along and cancels us on our own platform,
yeah,
that's
That's
a
bad.
different type.
That's
of,
bad.
of incursion.
that's gonna
To
take
our
some work.
sponsors or our potential sponsors out there, I promise that's an anomaly. We don't say the F word all that frequently.
Fuck
But,
yeah,
I
we
just-
do.
And
Yeah.
Where's the light? Where's
So
the
for
light?
those of you out there that are thinking about having a sponsor, speaking of sponsors, for those of you out there that are looking for a show to launch your adverts on, that's right, I'm using a T word. Think about, considering this one. We got Sunday Night Madness show. We got the Geek Public Radio show. There could be several shows that are going to be coming up that me and T will be doing. Some of our react views and things like that. But we do have spots available on geekpublicradio.com. For those of you who are listening live, you guys can get your free month on the geekpublicradio.com website using code BETA1, BETA, the number 1, all capital letters. That gets you guys access to all the cool archival footage that we have for the previous shows. That gets you in to see us live, gives you access to our Discord page where
And
you guys
all
can
of
talk
the
to us.
incriminating.
Yeah, and all the incriminating evidence that shows you how terrible of people you really are. So for you FBI guys out there, just type in code beta1. No need to pay the hacker. So you guys just boop, 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 and there you go. Then you can just see it all firsthand. We don't have anything too terribly horrible on there. I think Chris getting waxed is like the worst thing that we got on there.
We need to come up with a new thing because I was going to dye my beard for as a
St. Patrick's Day?
well, no, I was just throw that out there. Like if we hit a certain goal, I was gonna, and my beard is
So green beard the gimp? Instead of red beard the pirate, green beard the gimp. Oh, he showed me a picture of him, by the way, in his little fireman outfit, because we're going to do his OnlyFans, which, by the way, if you guys subscribe, you'll be able to check that out. He actually showed me a picture, T.
Yeah.
And is there a reason you're just not looking over here? Is it?
I mean, like, am I supposed to be?
she's like staring at the camera.
I'm trying to
Do you
stare
not
at the
want
camera.
Do you not want to look over here and see and just
I don't know.
take a gander?
I don't want to be. I don't want to be hashtag me too. What?
But it's so beautiful, bulbous.
Wait, did you get the picture that I sent you from the bowl?
Yes.
You have to post that.
This
Anyway.
this episode should be called evidence number 57.
Right. Exhibit 5A. That's what we're going to title this episode, Exhibit 5A. That is the title of this show.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so for all of you potential sponsors out there, this is what you'll be getting, right? So I hope you enjoy some cheeky humor. And I've been using a lot of British words lately, so hopefully you guys can enjoy stuff like that. No, I don't even remember what I was saying. Like, I got so far off track. Where was I? Somebody help me out.
You were in the basement of someone's home or
FBI guy.
something.
No, I lost it. Whatever. There was a joke in there somewhere.
It's
something,
gone.
something, your mother's a whore. I don't know. It's the long and the short of it. Thanks, Sean Connery. I appreciate it, buddy. Oh my God, if they cancel
Rest in
James
peace.
Bond, I will be
Rip.
so upset.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
And if they cancel James Bond, I will be really upset.
Well, they're trying to cancel Eminem. So
No, shh. Shh.
that
We're
made me
not-
laugh.
shh. You don't cancel Eminem. Eminem cancels you.
I just want to live off the grid. Like, I don't want any of this. I don't want it.
But we're like so on the grid right now, it's ridiculous.
So hard. Like, for real. That was not in reference to you.
I was gonna say,
So,
it sure is.
No, you were talking about the picture that I sent you. That's what.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so Chris sent me pictures for his OnlyFans, right? And so some of the stuff that we're gonna do, and he's actually in a fireman's outfit. And T, look at me. Eyes up here. Eyes up here. Eyes up here. He looks good. He looked good. He's got it's kind of open up the front there. He's got the pants pulled up, no shirt on underneath. And I was like, damn, Chris, you're killing it, dude. You might actually make some money. But he did. He posed in the outfit for the calendar, the fireman calendar. And I was like, this looks pretty good. I can't tell if it's the camera, if he did some Photoshop, because he is a video editor. So let's be fair. There's a potential that he did some editing, but
No, that was
it looks
straight
really
from
good.
that was straight from my wife's phone.
I bet it was.
I was bizarrely shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, Chris actually looks good here.
Wow.
It's weird.
I was happy. I'd been losing all that weight. I was like, I finally got something to do for it.
I'm proud of you, buddy. I'm proud of you.
Awesome.
It's body positivity hour. I think you looked sharp, bro. It looked great. T over there looking fly as hell as always. So
Well, that's who I was trying to
she knows
impress.
she's pretty. That's why I don't even compliment her. I don't even tell her like, hey, T, you look great tonight. You know, she's like,
Well, that's who I was
know.
trying to impress. I mean,
I don't know what's happening.
she'd be
people.
more impressed if you had a mic. Yeah, big old throbbing mic.
we'll set that up in a new place.
This is the best show ever.
I know, because it's like borderline harassment now.
It is really close. But I've appreciated you not looking. Thank you.
If I had that song queued up, that would have been borderline.
Like, the greatest part about this is T's number one, she's such a great sport. Number two, we're friends, and she knows that I'm just being a complete ass. And number three, if she ever decided to turn the tables on me, I'm going to prison. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or they're going to pull this up, Exhibit 5. Would you say it's a conspiracy? Exhibit 5A, she would just play this video and be like, this is what he did to me every day.
Exhibit 5A.
And sometimes he would show me his bollocks. And the judge,
I mean, you could be a Supreme Court judge.
all right, that's true. I follow the footsteps of my hero, Brett Kavanaugh.
I was
Supreme
thinking
Court
Clarence
Justice
Thomas.
on
And, you know,
It's ridiculous. No politics are not allowed. Although, that's not supposed to be political, so. Yay! Penis jokes. I'm
I
trying
was
something
like, if
different.
she took it honestly, it wouldn't be you in jail. You'd be you in the hospital.
That's fair. T would beat my ass.
She would whip your shit.
Put it back! It's not even real!
I feel like I'm not even here.
Defend yourself. Make an accounting, T.
Exhibit 5A.
It's so ridiculous. I'm gonna get canceled.
Especially when it hits TikTok.
Oh God! I just realized.
Oh my god.
We've removed your account for a bullying. Who am I bullying? People
inappropriate.
without microphones?
Oh my goodness.
All right, I'll adjust it. I'm trying to. It's not working very well. All right, there we go. That's trying to. There we go. It's the only way to get the mic to adjust, and I don't want it to fall off the thing. All right, that's better. T,
And
you
it got
can look
quiet.
now. I put it away.
And it got quiet.
Is that the cat?
The cat from the outside. It's just like, meow.
So we got the windows open because it's not exactly cool in here.
The great thing about the new place
Excuse
is it's it's like stays at 65 degrees.
It is nice and cool in there. It feels really good.
Good.
The wind we
It's
are up high
about to
enough.
be summer.
We are up high enough, but you can't jump out the window. You can't open them up.
Oh.
Because of that whole law thing.
Damn Wall Street.
Right? It
And none of
help
us
that-
having wings or a cape. Yeah.
Well, it didn't help like the first joke with the property manager was like, oh hey look we're high enough for stock market.
We're high enough for a stock market
You
crash emergency.
didn't.
I did. He just stared at me and awkwardly giggled. Welcome to the party, folks. These are the jokes.
Welcome to the party, pal.
But yeah, there was
That
but
is
the office
something
is
we need to
actually
get
really
back.
nice. I really like that.
That is something I need to get back into the
What, Die Hard?
No, the cart menu thing where I could hit a button and it would play.
Oh, get the
Sound
sounding
effects.
boards.
Yeah, the sound carts.
Sound cart. That's it. I said soundboard. I knew what I meant. Same thing.
But with a new place, we can get it all decked out.
Yes, we can. And then you need to put some over on mine and T side. Specifically, we need a button for the conspiracies. Right? We need the conspiracies button. Mm-hmm. We need the bollocks button for T. Like,
I
literally
need-
T saying the word bollocks, and then she just hits the button.
And I need some like UFOs behind me.
I need to get a guy who's like really, not us,
That's really not us, okay?
but just saying like fix
Vaguely
your
specific.
shit. Just somebody saying fix your shit. Yeah, that way whenever you go be you.
Oh, yeah.
T can just hit that button.
Extrapolate.
That would be mine. That would be mine. Could you
Bollocks.
please
Extrapolate.
Would you please extrapolate?
And Exhibit 5A. Like, that's... But yeah, the building is actually it's really super nice. Like we're starting to get an air of professionalism now, and really.
Well, we've had
really
it
quite
before.
Shh, no, we really haven't. I'm
Only
quite
when
proud of
you're
it.
we lose it when you're on the mic.
Excuse me, I'm tired of this. My back has been killing me for like a week. In like 5 years,
Yeah.
my back is just hurt from carrying this fucking show.
No, my,
Wow.
my wallet's been.
I'll
killing
see myself out.
Wow.
I said my wallet's been killing
Love you,
me from
T.
carrying this show.
I would be nothing without you. I love you so much. I'll stop pretending my mic is a bulbous object. I probably won't actually stop doing that.
You won't.
But,
You
no.
won't. No.
But the other parts are true. I do love you, and I'd be nothing without you, T.
Without you, this would be Geek Public Radio.
This is
Yeah,
awkward.
true. This wouldn't even be Sunday Night Madness.
This is awkward.
You know, and I think the greatest part about it is, like, in all seriousness, obviously I'm being, like I said, I'm being a cheeky ass, but in all seriousness, the thing that I love about having you on the show is, number one, your experience brings a fun element to the show because you view the world with a different lens, and I like that. I like having that voice on my shows, right? I think that's super fucking cool, right? I think it's neat because we're diversive. I mean, seriously, where else are you going to get a show that has a Brit on it? That's the coolest thing ever.
What was that? Bridget Woman,
I mean,
And a British woman at that.
right?
there's the Late Show with James Corden and
Corden.
Are you Gordon's a British woman? I'm
No, I
sure
mean, I
James will
believe it.
appreciate that.
I mean, I believe it, but you know.
It would make a little bit of sense, I suppose, in the grand scheme of things. No, but seriously, you are... It was me, Jeff, and Mike when it all first started. And then you got brought on board after Mike tottered off. And then it was just the three of us. And then Topher came in. Sometime about halfway through, Topher started coming in, sitting in the shows, and that was a fun part. Like, you were always like a part of it in like some way or another, but that was always pretty cool.
You know,
and now,
waxing my legs and
right, waxing your legs and things like that. But it was always in like the producer/director role. It was never just like like we brought you in to bully you as opposed to listen to your opinion. So, I mean, it's true. I'm not lying. We really did. He was our punching bag. And then, you know, you came in, and then it settled after Jeff bailed. We love you, Jeff. After Jeff bailed and needed to do his own thing, and now it's the three of us, and it just, I don't know. It just feels good, and I like it, and I appreciate that. So I was having a moment of sincerity when I say that I love that you're here, and I would be nothing without you. This would just be Geek Public Radio.
Thank
It would not be
you.
Sunday Night Madness without you, T.
Praise. Thanks.
All right, you're the best. Now, back to your regular scheduled penis programming.
yes, this is Exhibit 7.
And I'm not we're moving on to Exhibit 5B.
How are we coming on those sponsors, by the way? You know,
Well, I really actually have a great pitch for Bang Energy.
I mean, right
So
now.
Bang Energy reps, if you're out there, check this out. I've got one for you. Bang Energy, the only drink with Ultra Cock 10. Seriously, it says Ultra Cock 10 right there on the can. Ultra Cock 10.
Man, that's some BDE for your ass.
BDE, when you absolutely have to kick down the door and kill everything in the room.
Sounds like a Warzone ad.
You know who has BDE? The Mountain. It's a baby seat.
I sent you that. Oh my
no.
God. Oh my God. I think I watched it like 5 times.
So that did, by the way, that has brought me to, we are definitely going to start doing react videos.
We have to.
I think because the way that you and I look at things are completely different. Like I said, I've mentioned this already. We look at things completely different. And so having both of us look at stuff
We have
is going to be
to.
ridiculous. I think we
We
should watch
have
some of
to.
our old videos too so we can cringe.
I don't want to do that. But
I do.
that would be absolutely cringy.
Be super cringy, and I want to watch them.
Yeah, I don't.
What's great about it is we've gotten so much better. So that it is cringy when you look at this. Coming from the tech side, it is. You look at the older stuff and it's like, oh wow! Like literally, all I did
bad.
is just put a camera up and like shoot the table.
And go.
Like I got
Man.
fancy by giving like two individual cameras along with the wide.
Yeah,
Like-
which is great, and I love it, and it looks great. Everything's perfect.
But now we have actually set dressing, and
I know
that's
it-
what
like,
I'm working
the back
on now.
The back row looks great. The front part looks cool. It's neat watching you nestled up against the computers. Remember we used to shoot Jeff and he'd be in the producer's room? That's kind of what it looks like now, even though you're literally sitting like 3 feet away from us.
6.
I mean 6. I mean 6 feet. I mean 6 feet. Covfefe. Oh, mademoiselle, je me take my covfefe.
Cancelled.
Me too.
Cancelled.
Exhibit 8A. All right, so we were talking about The Office. So why don't you tell us what happened in The Office, Chris? You had
Oh, yes, please, because I wasn't there.
There's some bitterness
What
involved
happened?
with that.
No, I want to know what happened now. I'm scared.
So I went over and grabbed the rug because it's a hardwood floor, and we did to help with the sound deadening. What I did is it was like 7-8 o'clock at night. Got up to the thing and laid out all the rugs and whatnot. Nobody was in the entire floor. I know I kind of walked around and like ran to the restroom and did some other stuff, and everything was quiet. It was perfectly, just peaceful. And I was like, oh yeah, like we're going to do some great shows. We're not going to bother nobody. We're going to be able to do all of this stuff and not have a single problem until I heard music.
Okay, what floor are we on?
4th.
4th floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I heard music, and I walked around the whole hallway. It stayed the same level. It wasn't like I got to a room and they were, it was like the same level all the way around. I went to use the restroom. Other than the fact that the window is literally right beside the urinal. Of course, the blinds are pulled, but I'm just literally like, this is like I am that far away from like all I had to do is turn around and open the blinds and be like, "Hi, everybody." But everything was quiet. I saw one of the urinal doors, or not the urinal, but the stall doors shut. I was like, okay, well, that's whatever. Walk out, get the room set up, got everything squared away with what I had brought in. Was happy, locked the door, went downstairs, and got to the first floor. I heard some noise in the atrium. I was like, wanting to meet the night cleaning guy, because he's somebody I would like to get on one of our shows. He does animations and comics and the whole 9 yards. And that would be amazing, especially like doing Holy Grail style over. Yeah. But so I was walking around and nobody was there. I was like, man, what was that noise? So I walked back around just in time to hear the thing on the elevator get pressed. Where you know how you hear the click when
Yeah.
I heard the click and the ding, and the doors opened to the elevator. I was like,
It's creepy.
Nobody clicked it.
mm-mm. I was standing right there. I heard it. I heard the, and it was just like a couple seconds later, the door. I heard ding, boom, and the doors open. And I'm just sitting there staring at an open elevator that stayed way too long. It just stayed open. And I was like, what floor am I supposed to go to? Of course, I didn't hear anything. And
Get in, bitch. We're going ghost hunting.
I walked up to the elevator. I looked in, and no buttons were pressed or whatever. And I walked out, and the door shut, and then it went up to the 4th floor. I was like,
First, what kind of music did you hear?
it was older music, but it wasn't like loud enough for me to, it was kind of tinny. like something like a little transistor radio or whatever.
Right.
But it was the same all the way around.
Well, that's
Ladies.
flipping creepy. Like, I mean, that really is.
But that was that was my first like night there, like, in a sense of like it was after the building is closed. It was dark.
So we're doing our shows in the daytime.
Well, we were told, like I think you said that we were told by the property manager that the 4th floor is supposedly haunted.
He said that.
Well, he asked,
I did ask.
and he goes, "Yeah, well, I mean, there's stories or whatever." He goes, "I don't believe it. He was like, I'm not here after dark too much."
But he did tell us about this one time.
And bang imp.
Okay.
He went to the 4th floor bathroom, which is just down the hall from us. He went down to the 4th floor bathroom, went inside and was standing at the urinal. And no wind, no nothing. He turned around, and it's a freestanding door. So it's not like a swinging door. It's a freestanding door. So he turned around, the door was shut. And he didn't shut the door when he came in.
And he didn't hear it shut.
And he didn't hear it shut.
But it was latched.
So he just turned around, thought it was weird, opened the door, and just went about his day. But, yeah. So there's probably some random stuff going on.
See, when you
some
told
negative
me
energies.
that we were getting that building, immediately, that's what I thought. Well, one, it's right across the street from the
Paramount.
Paramount, which is
Well, it's right next to it.
supposedly haunted.
It's next to it.
And the
It's not across the street from it.
Eagles.
It's catty corner from the
Oh,
Eagles.
I thought it was
No, it's
across
down
the
from.
street from Croker Heights.
No. We're further. We're further down.
Oh, okay.
That's what he thought too.
Yeah, I did
thought it
too.
was
I
that
thought
one
so
directly-
too. But
I thought it was
it's
that
not.
one directly across.
No, it's the one right next to the.
It's literally
catty corner from Creatures of Habit
it's literally one door down.
from the Paramount.
Yeah, it's one door down from the Paramount.
It's the big with the lion heads over the door.
The Union Building. It's really, really kick-ass and really pretty. It's, 6 stories?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a 6 It's a big 6-story brick building that's cut in the weird square. So
The first floor has a little atrium, and then everything else is built around it, so you can look out and down into the atrium.
So that brings me to the other thing that I wanted to do for you, T. And say, congratulations, you're a key holder.
I thought you were going to offer me protection for when I'm inside that building.
No. I'm going to give you...
Like, no one leave me
giving
alone
you,
at
I'm
any
giving you the
time.
key. I'm giving you the key live on air to let you know that you now have access to a building that's haunted anytime you want. Well, right now you can only go in before
6:30.
before 6:30 because we don't have your fob yet. It's a secure building, so you have to
It's
have it.
coming in.
But you'll get it soon. So don't lose that key. That's how you get in the office.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep, that's right. Haunted office. I mean, haunted 4th floor. It's not a haunted office, I don't think.
No, I haven't had any things in the office.
Yeah, you should
happen.
be fine.
It was just on the floor
it's
and the
fourth
elevator.
floor.
But the coolness
Just in
is,
the building.
after we're done recording our shows in the evening,
I'm going to go home and make me an outfit out of stage.
which is fine, but we can also just go right across the street to BYOB and the other businesses that are down there, Creatures of Habit. We can go to Kettle Top, get a beer.
I haven't been in a bar in a year.
Well, I'm speaking roughly of the future because
I
by July
understand.
4th we should be all open again, but not too many people.
It's going to be open. That doesn't mean Kofifi is not around.
Fifi. Fifi.
That bitch is everywhere still.
I don't know. Everything's down like
Yeah,
70%.
but I would say that because everybody's running around not giving a flying.
No, they really don't. You know what's really funny? It's over the course of this last year, I've actually just developed the habit of not going anywhere.
Just haven't been anywhere at all.
It's like, man. Like, I'll go to a restaurant every now and then, but not very too often. Like, last night we went out for my mom's birthday. I had a big old bone-in ribeye. Bone-in ribeye. Oh, it was so good.
I bought a tomahawk.
You bought a tomahawk?
I cannot wait.
I'm super excited about your tomahawk. So, speaking of colonialization, Why
Are
don't
you
you
talking
tell
about
us
like a
about?
tomahawk chop?
I'm talking about a
Yeah.
tomahawk ribeye. Yes, thank you.
Oh, my
with,
bad.
with the big bone.
My fault.
Anyway,
That's actually what I had was the bone is the tomahawk. Yeah. So
okay.
I thought my segue was actually really good for once, and it turns out it was terrible.
That's another clip I need.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The
The
segue.
segue.
Or it's more like this. Meh.
That's what it is. A meh.
Meh.
Meh. That's it. That's the noise. Anyways, tell us about the insane royal family. Go.
They're insane.
Ding!
The end.
So yes, I've watched the interview with Oprah, with Harry and Meghan, Prince Harry and Meghan.
Is that Oprah Winfrey?
The Oprah Winfrey.
Okay. That's the one.
From the interview by a billionaire to a billionaire.
That's the one without Stetson, right?
Stetson.
Go ahead.
And I don't know. I mean, if you've seen it, there were claims of just.
Beating the shit out of the queen.
That's what kids would like. but
Meghan Markle beat the crap out of the queen.
There were accusations against the royal family for like acts of racism and just inappropriate behavior.
It's just weird that a bunch of old white dudes would be racist.
All right, white women.
In these days, yes, it is weird, isn't it? And Meghan stated things
Not
that
Princess Markle, by the way.
no one's ever called her that. They are the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Okay,
Oh, they're nothing now. They don't have royal
they
titles
have
anymore.
been stripped. Yes,
I thought I thought they stepped down.
they did step down.
I think they renounced. I'm
they
Yeah, I think they were like,
he
"Deuces,
didn't-
homie, we're out."
He didn't renounce. He
not
did not.
with respect. Screw the royal family.
Well, he didn't
You know.
renounce and he did not abdicate. So what he did was they just stepped back and they were still tending to their royal duties, except
You
From
said
Canada.
except the royal family in turn announced that they left. Like they decided they didn't want to do it anymore, and that's not what happened. They just stepped back and they did want to continue with their royal services.
For those of you who
duties.
don't know, Harry was the one that got hammered drunk in Vegas and went streaking and skinny dipping and yelled "F the police" and did a bunch of drugs.
So
Go.
what? Boy, like I said, boys will be boys. Like I cannot expect this young man to not act like a young man. I mean, but since he's a royal, everybody's like, "Oh my God, how dare he? I can't believe he did that." Ah.
Well, there is a certain
Whatever.
standard that comes with royalty. In
There
fairness,
is, but
in
let
fairness.
him. Just like I mean, when Eddie Murphy came to America, he had to soy his royal oats. Why can't Prince Harry?
Well, he's the one that doesn't look like the family.
And King Joffrey Joffer of Zamunda.
What,
told
Harry
him-
or Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy told him, the king of Zamunda, told him to go and sow his royal oats. As
Sow the shit out of them oats.
anyway, so now everybody's got their niggas in a twist because they've announced some racism within the castle, and
Oh no.
there has been some racism in the castle, let me tell you. So, when Meghan and Harry first started to date, then, some British tabloids, such as The Mirror,
Which used to be a respectable magazine, by the way.
I mean,
When?
and,
About 25 years ago, they weren't a tabloid.
but anyway, they started going,
Sensationalism sells, man.
they started going ham on this girl, and everyone was just believing all of it. I mean, they called her like mean Megan. They called her like
Meghan.
just that, she was just a bully like in the castle, and like she was running off like servants and
I think
whatnot.
Murderous
and,
Markle's got a funnier ring to it.
I mean, only
Murderous
Chris Rickman.
Markle.
So they announced that, but the castle never backed up these claims. They wouldn't verify, nor did they deny. And it just got to be ridiculous. What was What is
There's
happening
a
here
hound
tonight?
Hound dog 3 doors down.
Crying all the time.
It's the ghost coming up to pay our show a visit. You're talking
No.
about the royal family. Here
No,
come the
it's-
assassins.
The royal corgis, yeah. Everyone says
They are adorable,
they're
though.
gonna sick the corgis on her.
Corgis
the-
look better than I do.
But the public bashing and the public degrading of this woman was ridiculous. It
Oh, yeah.
was intolerable. It was insufferable. It was ridiculous.
Well,
and
it's because for some reason people care.
they care about people care about gossip. People care about
That's
people
it.
doing poorly.
That's it.
And that's what social media is about. And people love to see someone else's downfall.
Yeah.
But the fact that the royal family or the firm would not comment, nor would they deny or add to this girl's poor suffering, resulted in mental illness and suicidal thoughts and whatnot. And no one cared. So Prince Harry, being the late Princess Diana, Lady Di, son, took it upon himself to find help or just to relieve his wife, whom he loves so very much, to find help and just basically, seek asylum, for lack of a better term, elsewhere, so that she could get better, so they can raise their family and be happy, but still doing their royal duties. And instead, the castle reports that they left. The council reports that they no longer want to do any of these things, which they did not leave. So, in result, the castle ends up, the firm ends up...
By the way, if this is confusing to anybody out there, this is the entire reason we fought a war in 1776. So we didn't have to deal with this
Whatever.
dumb shit.
Well,
Go
yeah,
ahead. Go
okay.
ahead. We just deal with new dumb shit.
So when they left the UK, they went to Canada because Canada is still a Commonwealth, and therefore they thought
That is
it
accurate.
would be better for them to carry on with their royal duties, and that didn't work out that way. They got report that they had been stripped of security and other things while she was pregnant with Archie. So Prince Harry.
Terrible name. Keep going.
So Prince Harry, you're just as bad as the people at the mirror. So Prince Harry
Names their kid Archie willingly.
no longer has security. They're not telling him why. Now everyone knows where they are, so they get up and they're like, we have to go somewhere else. So anyway, they end up in LA, where Tyler Perry actually offers them one of his homes to stay in until they can figure out what it is they need to do. But they're still not clear as to why the royal family had stripped them of luxuries, I guess. Well, I don't want to say luxuries. Just, the security detail that he had.
That's a
had
luxury.
Since, for him, he's royalty.
Whatever. It's a luxury.
So,
If you
it is a
believe-
luxury.
If you believe the conspiracy theories.
Conspiracies.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, what the
conspiracies.
hell?
Sorry.
This is why we need a button.
Sorry. Sorry. Anyway, they ended
It
up
was
there.
probably because of a 23andMe that came through.
Wait, what?
Hold on. Okay.
Hold on.
All right.
Are we about to dive down
All
the rabbit
right.
hole? Are we diving down the rabbit
We
hole?
are now taking a left turn. What
You
he
know
is
the
referring to, what
Here we
he
go.
is referring
Okay,
to,
okay.
is a sorted affair with Lady Di and her trainer years ago, who happens to be a ginger, who happens to look an awful lot like Harry, which we've known this for 30 plus years now. So, whatever. It's over. It's done. All is forgiven.
I mean,
But now,
Maybe.
now, millennials and Gen Zers are finding out about it, and I'm seeing it all over TikTok. Guess what, guys? Prince Harry, he's not Prince Charles's son at all. I'm seeing this everywhere. Who gives a shit? I don't care.
it would make sense.
I don't care. I go to bat for Harry. I really would. But anyway, and I am right now.
I wouldn't go to bat
Who
for
cares?
him.
We already know. We already
you,
know.
T. You're the only
We
Brit.
already know.
Well, you're not the only Brit, but you're one of the only Brits I'd go to bat for.
I mean, so, but yeah. So, but what I am thinking is for that reason that's been brought back up, and I think they're pushing that back out there, and that is what the end result is going to be. They're going to say, yeah, yeah, yeah. How have you never heard this?
Like I said, you know,
my God, no! Oh my sweet,
This is
God!
this has been in the news for 30 years. I know.
That's the picture.
I know. I've seen them all. I've seen him. We know who he is. We know.
Okay.
We
Well,
know.
no. Hey, look,
who
I can
he
see why
is.
it got traction, though.
But now,
That makes a lot of sense.
Now it's getting more traction. So I think that might be
They're pushing the narrative back out there.
They're gonna put it back out
justify
there.
Their behavior.
Right. Exactly.
Not Meghan and Harry.
Right. But I think that they're going to try to justify their behavior by stripping him of his title, saying, "Oh, guess what? You're not even Charles's son." I think they're going to pop off with something like this.
So let me ask you a question.
And that had absolutely nothing to do with the interview, by the way. But anyway, but what?
You have more information about the actings of the royal family than most people do, having lived in London. Would you put it past the royal family to bury a scandal like Princess Di having an affair and bearing a son? Do you think it is likely that they would bury that and keep it buried in order to maintain control over Charles, Di, and their sons?
That's exactly what happened.
Hold on. So is it possible that Harry is not actually royal? And that they're like, okay, we warned you. If you didn't behave, this is exactly what would happen.
Absolutely.
To you. Okay. So
It's a possibility.
This is why conspiracies. By the way, this is why conspiracies are fun,
But I don't think.
but can be very dangerous because this is literally somebody's life.
I
that could
don't
be forever changed
necessarily
from it.
think that it's a conspiracy though, only because it was out there. Like, it was out there. I mean, she admitted to having an affair, so it's no longer a conspiracy.
The reason it's a conspiracy, and which, by the way, conspiracy just literally means several people gathered
Right.
together to share a story. Like, that's a conspiracy.
like so every show is a conspiracy.
Yeah, every show that we have is a conspiracy.
Right.
Which is the joke. So, but I would say that it would fall under the conspiracy position because no one has confirmed nor denied the veracity of the statement.
But at the same time, it's none of anyone's bloody business.
No, that's true.
I mean,
and
it's
if Charles
not whatever
claimed
they
him
agreed
or
to.
adopted
Right.
him under legal fashion,
Right.
that would make him a prince by definition. So,
And
Great. Now I have
he
Lone
bears,
Star in my Lone Star going through my.
and
I'm
he
a
bears,
prince.
I'm a
he bears that name. He bears
Yeah,
the Windsor
yeah.
last name. He bears all of this. So if he
Prince of
whatever
Windsor.
they decided upon, that
Oh, Duke
that
of
was
Windsor,
between them.
sorry.
But obviously, Harry is the more fragile of the two brothers. Anyway.
sorry.
It's okay. The accusations of racism going down to someone in the castle having concerns about the color, the darkness of the baby's skin when born.
Which I can absolutely see that being a conversation.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I would not sit here and pretend for a single minute that there were not racist family members in the royal family.
Well, you had the Nazi prince.
Right.
Or the
That's
Nazi
the- yeah,
king. Like,
exactly.
he literally abdicated because he was.
A support of the Nazi Party, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of there's always scandal, and then there's
Yeah. It's the royal family.
racist as
Oh, yeah.
Princess what is her name? But she is like a blatant racist in this family, and she goes and she talks mad crazy shit about black people all the time. She went as far as wearing a blackface brooch to lunch with Meghan Markle.
That wouldn't shock me.
Like, this woman, is it Catherine? I can't remember what
I
remember her
don't.
name. But anyway,
I don't even know half their names.
but she is.
I know Camilla,
she-
Charles, William, Harry.
She don't get me started about Camilla.
We had this whole conversation in
Anyway,
the car about Camilla.
in
By the way, it was great.
2 ways.
You guys should have been there.
So, I mean, just, and Megan being biracial, black woman, her mother is black.
Which, by the way, I figured she was some sort of biracial. I actually didn't know she was black. And that tells you how much I actually pay attention to that stuff. And it's mostly because I don't care what race she is, honestly. not to say that her race doesn't matter, but in my opinion, it really just it doesn't. Other than now she's being persecuted because of that, so now it matters. So I guess if that makes any sense at all. How I'm trying to phrase that, like, doesn't matter to me, but now it does matter because somebody's giving her shit for it.
Yeah.
Now I care. Now I care.
So, they would address some of the things that would go on.
By the way, if you're a racist,
palace.
you're a fucking piece of shit. Moving on. Go ahead.
One hands down. So some of the things that would happen in the castle to her, but one of the things that I know, like even when she was just dating Harry, like the tabloids tore this girl a new one. Like they just, from the beginning, they made it negative. They didn't know her. They didn't know anything about her. And then the comparison started with her and Kate. Well, they would actually present situations that were the exact same, but Kate, the people love Kate, and Kate.
Well,
in
fairness to Kate, they saw Kate naked.
No one has talked about that. Not a single soul.
Really?
Nobody talks about that because Kate
I used to have
is
that
perfect.
picture on my computer because I thought it was hilarious.
They do not talk. They do not talk about Kate, and she is perfect. The palace defends anything that if anybody
it was
says
blurred
anything
out,
wrong.
by the way. It wasn't the actual nude. It was blurred.
They defend
So
any and everything that has
Exhibit
to do with
8A.
Kate. If anything is wrong, they correct it. They did none of that for Meghan. People were calling her just a vicious, it was all negative.
A horrific tart.
That she was bullying the servants and
you and I talked about that has a different connotation to an American than it does to a Brit. So for me to hear bullying, we would think of you being physically abusive, calling them names and stuff like that. But to a Brit, being abusive to staff might be Meghan Markle was like, no, I'm going to carry my own bags. I don't want you touching them.
Yeah.
I would rather carry them.
Oh no, I can do it. That's
that
an
would
insult.
Be offensive. Yeah,
that's
extremely
it's an
offensive
insult.
to a British servant.
To some servants. Yeah,
it is.
For the palace, especially that is their job that is supposed to do.
If you weren't there, then realistically, you don't know what happened. I have my opinion on it.
No one does. But she also did not deserve the treatment that she got, and most of it came from Piers Morgan, who had actually taken her out on a date and whatnot, and I think they had a couple.
It was a lunch. It was a lunch date, but it was not a personal date, according to him, and according to her, who backed this up. This was several years ago because I've never seen all this because people were trying to make that link and put that impression together. And what had actually happened, Piers had taken her out on several lunch dates because they were not co-stars.
Acquaintances.
No, God, what is the word I'm looking for? Not allies. God, co-workers. That's it. Thank you. They were co-workers, and so they had gone out on a couple of different lunch dates, and she was talking to him about how to get through certain breakthrough the acting and how Hollywood works, and he was probably had. I would not doubt that he had a personal interest in her in some way,
and he did.
There's usually, I would say 80% of the time, there's nothing innocuous about a male taking a female out. I would say about 80% of the time, there's something else there that has them intrigued or interested. They may not outwardly show it, and they may not act on it, but there's probably something there, just on a subconscious level. But that's psychology. But anyways, so for Piers Morgan I heard him say some of the things that he said, but the man isn't a stranger to controversy.
He's not.
But at the same time, this is what I will say about Piers Morgan. I have seen him on several late-night shows, and he has no problem going toe-to-toe with anybody.
Oh,
ever.
He doesn't. That's what he does. He was the Larry
and
King,
if he honestly
essentially.
thinks that Meghan Markle's a liar, whether she is or not, he's going to stand up there and he's going to say, I think she's a liar, and I don't believe anything. What he said was, I wouldn't believe anything that came out of her mouth, is how he phrased it.
Because he did not get a piece of that. So what he did was he dropped her off.
That's a possibility.
He ended up dropping her off at a party where she met Prince Harry, and the bloke's been bitter ever since. And so he's gone to town on her in the news, in the tabloids. He spread just about every freaking rumor about her, and he's just so mean about her. and just and had everyone like believing him. So everyone was thinking that this poor girl was just.
But without, in fairness, without evidence, he could be telling the truth.
I mean,
This is why I don't get involved, because I'm like, I wasn't there.
When posed with these situations regarding Kate and Megan, in the same exact situations.
Oh, the tabloid treatment has definitely been.
Yeah, but he is responsible for that. So if Kate wore a blue dress and then Megan wore Kate looks lovely in her azure
but
dress
Megan's trashy
that she's wearing to the garden party and then Megan wears the exact same dress, the exact same azure blue. How dare she wear this blue dress to this garden party? Does she not realize? I mean, they just
does she not realize that
freaking came for this girl in
Kate already
everything?
Wore it? Love you, T.
Bollocks.
That's my response would be. I'd be
But
like,
they just
like, dude,
they would
that's already
just
been
go
done.
to town for her. They just went to town on
get
her.
it.
So when her mental status became just where she went to seek help, and they told her no, that they're not going to get help for her. She can't go anywhere. She can't do anything, and it just became hell. So Harry wanted to
Get him out of there.
get them out of there so that they could raise their family, but not. He wasn't like abdicating, and he wasn't leaving the royal family. And then they sent out statements basically saying that they had, which they had not. They had not made any of those decisions, and they were completely unaware
what it sounds
that those
like is
things were happening. So when they found out that Oprah did this interview, the royals went on damage control. They demanded the video before anyone else saw it, and Miss Oprah, billionaire Winfrey, said nope, and they did not get their hands on it. They were not allowed to get their hands on it, and it was going to air when it was going to air. And right before, so once they were told no, immediately after that, supposedly some staff came out. Meghan Markle has been accused of bullying.
Well, that report
several,
was already on the books, but it resurfaced right before the video.
That. No, but it was different. There were different.
Oh, you're talking about additional accusations?
Once Oprah said no, then more accusations came out.
There
They
was
were
a
trying to do
pending investigation from last year.
They were trying to do damage control, and so they started spilling like, oh, she did this, oh, she did that, she did this, she did that, because they did not want anything that she said to be credible.
To discredit her. Yeah.
100%. So after that,
common tactic.
They got it, and then it was gonna air the next day. It aired Sunday here last Sunday, and then it aired Monday in the UK. And man, the damage control that was being done. Woo! Man, I was up like all night. Like I'm watching it. My cousin finds a link for it to watch it in UK, and we're both like, girl, do you see? And I was like, oh girl, that girl gonna die. Oh Lord, oh girl, and we're going back and forth and like, okay, what's the tea? What's the tea today? I'm spilling the tea. What's the tea today?
Is she about to be Princess Died?
But like,
no, I thought that was fine. Princess Died.
She was poor. God rest her soul.
Rip.
But yeah, it's been a mess.
Shit. She was awesome.
It's been a mess. It's been a mess. Charles is livid. William is livid. Like, and I'm living for this, but I need them to come correct.
These Brits and their Brit problems,
and
man.
the Queen released a statement, said that she was sad to see that, she didn't know that stuff was going on, but she is going to get to the bottom of it, and that Harry and Meghan will always be loved members of the royal family.
That's why she's your queen.
So, but they,
So it sounds like
they
bunch
chose
of rich white people with a bunch of rich white people problems.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
British white people.
British white people.
Yeah.
Right.
British white people
But
shit.
you're different.
It's British white people shit. British white people shit.
Well, you still got to throw the rich in there because, like,
Yeah,
rich British white people shit. That's what.
There
it
we
is.
go. Rich British white people shit.
I thought the interview was very good. They chose their words wisely, and you can tell that they,
rehearsed.
they did not. They weren't rehearsed. They know They didn't out anybody.
Oh.
They were specific.
Yeah, yeah, and that because of them, because of it being the royal family, like they were still careful with what they said,
Oh, they
And
were
they
super
didn't.
generalized, yeah.
and but they let you know, like, okay, this is the stuff that was happening, but I can't tell you who did it, and to be fair too, he was like. And to let you all know, like, my grandmother had nothing to
So, yeah,
do
that's what he said. It
with
was nobody in
any
the
of this.
immediate family.
It was not my
Harry did
grandmother.
say it was nobody in the
No,
immediate family.
he said no, he did not. He said it's not my grandmother and it's not my grandfather. That's what he said.
So
So, speaking of tabloids, by the way, and tabloids going overboard, unidentified aerial phenomena. Conspiracies. So,
this actually this story does lead into your unexplained aerial phenomena
bit.
because supposedly the queen is a reptilian. So go on ahead with your
tabloids are awesome, man. Like half of our shows just built on tabloidism. Like, it's awesome, and I love it. I'm here for this. So my story isn't as long and probably not as interesting by any metric across.
sorry if it was long and uninteresting.
No, my story's not as long or interesting.
But yeah, we can make it interesting. Let's do this.
We're gonna make it interesting.
All right.
So
well,
everybody out there knows that I'm a super big dork. Right? I'm a nerd. I'm a geek. I love all nerdy and geeky things, but I'm also a jock. I consider myself the jockiest nerd that you're ever going to meet. I can quote football statistics. I can play basketball. I can play baseball. I can play football. I can do all of those things.
yes, he can play with his balls rather.
And at the same time, while I'm throwing a 50-yard pass, I can also sit there and play chess. So I am a huge jockey nerd.
It's
so,
not chess, it's Pokemon Go.
Baker Mayfield, quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. Right? Yeah, or play Pokemon Go. Baker Mayfield, quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, was driving near Austin, Lake Tavon or something like that, and sent out a tweet.
When was this?
This was last week. I've got all the information pulled up on the phone. I meant to write it all down.
Can't wait. Let's hear it.
Oh, it's pretty awesome. Let me see. This tweet was sent out on March 3rd. So this was roughly a week ago. Baker Mayfield sent this tweet out that said, and I'm going to quote it, that's why I'm reading it. It said, almost 100% M, who is his wife, and I just saw a UFO drop straight out of the sky on our way home from dinner. We stopped and looked at each other and asked if either of us saw it. Very bright ball of light going straight down out of the sky towards Lake Travis, not Tavon, sorry, Lake Travis. Anybody else witnessed this? So you have a professional quarterback, not a crazy derelict, a professional quarterback who is making a claim that they saw a UAP. Now, in Baker's defense, he doesn't know it's not called a UFO anymore. That's not, we understand Baker. But it's an unidentified aerial phenomenon, according to the Pentagon, because they have an entire task force
It's still
related
an
to that.
UFO. Anyway.
Yes, it is. I'm just trying to use the appropriate terminology. So anyways, Baker, of course, got lots of heat for this. There were several talking heads. This made ESPN, USA Today, CBS Sports, all of the big NFL Network. It made a pretty big splash, to which one of them criticized Baker for, posting or for putting stuff like that out there. And it's the off season. The Duper Bowl is already over. Tom Brady sucked off the referees and won another ring. That's how this works. But he did actually say something pretty funny. And this criticism came from a talking head in the NFL world. And he criticized Baker for making a comment about the UFOs. Mm-hmm. And he said, you don't hear Tom Brady talking about seeing aliens and things like that. Well, Tom Brady actually responded to this by saying, how do you know I've never seen aliens? I mean, Tom Brady could be a lizard person. We don't know.
Why is everyone so butthurt?
I don't know. I really don't. It becomes this really big thing, though, but the fact that the Pentagon doesn't deny the existence of UFOs anymore. In 2018, they released a photo in June 2020, from 2018, in which an F-18A Hornet pilot saw an extremely bizarre looking craft, and if you would look, it kind of looks like a Macy's Day balloon, but not round, like it was squared off, like it was intentionally designed.
The Tic Tac?
No, it wasn't a Tic Tac.
Okay,
It
the
was
Tic Tac one
this
was
really,
2015.
It was
you
the
guys
Go
ever play the
Fast.
game? Do you remember the game?
It was the Go
Galaga.
Fast. What you're talking about is the Go Fast video, or the gimbal video.
I don't know what. I don't know. Yeah, sure. But it looks like Space Invaders, like the little creature from Space Invaders. That's actually kind of what it looks like. It's got like it's horned down like this, and it's got like the rounded top.
Okay.
Right, and it's weird and blocky, and a lot of people say it's a weather balloon. It's this, that, or the other, but it's not moving. It's literally just remaining motionless in the air. And the F-18 Hornet pilot reports back, and that he took a picture of it and was able to get a fairly clear photograph. It's not great, but it's fairly clear that it's not any plane that we have in the sky. Like, it's probably not even a prototype plane that we have in the sky. So that became a big deal. So that Covfefe was such a big deal in 2020, and the killer hornets and everything else that was happening, the Pentagon was like, you know what, just declassify it. Nobody's going to care. And you know what? We didn't. Nobody cared.
Mainstream media didn't.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. But listen, they speak for the people, man.
Yeah.
They're the representatives of the people. That's not true. We're the representatives of the people. See this voice right here? We're not controlled by corporate America.
No.
But we can be for the right price.
That's right. For the low price of, call the number down below. You can tell us what to say and when.
Oh man.
That was pretty good. I mean, and not entirely inaccurate. So, but no, you do get us, and you will get jokes like this, and you will like it. That's what will happen. If you don't like that, don't offer to sponsor, because there will be some pretty crazy hashtag Me Too movements.
So did anyone else comment
9.
on it? That anyone else comment on it that was a celebrity or anyone in the area?
Yeah,
Did
so a
anyone
lot
else actually see it?
of celebrities actually came forward and talked about how important it is that. And this is an issue that a lot of football players have been having throughout the season. Like I said, I'm a geek, but I'm still a jock at the same time. And a lot of football players are kind of just relegated to just being football players. We forget a lot of times that they are human beings first. And that's how they should be treated first, as a human being. Dak Prescott got a lot of crap for coming forward about mental health and how he talked about going through a huge spat of depression after his brother died. And how it was really difficult for him, and that suicide wasn't off the table. And he was brave enough to come forward and talk about mental health.
Right.
But at the same time, he's a professional athlete. He makes a lot of money. And so people will take those situations and will make light of them and say, dude, your life can't be that bad. You make $80 billion. Well, yes, it can. I mean, brain weasels don't care how much money you have, so that's extremely important. If you're having any type of issues like that, I absolutely implore you to reach out, talk to somebody professionally, just like the Meghan Markle situation. I don't doubt that's how she felt, and I would never put a stigma on that. I have my opinion about her as a person, but if that is how she felt, then she absolutely should have been granted that type of access. So a lot of people in this scenario with Baker Mayfield were coming forward and saying, hey, no, that's important that he talk about stuff like that. If he thinks he saw a UFO, he didn't say, oh my God, I believe in aliens, and oh my God, the president's a lizard man, and
Who the hell would be driving it? Who would be maneuvering?
Maneuvering what?
The UAP.
The UFO.
It could be a man-made.
He didn't say he believed in aliens, but he saw an UFO.
He doesn't know what it was. That's literally the definition. It's an unidentified flying object.
I know. Somebody's flying it.
It doesn't have to be. It could be a
Could be a
drone
drone.
for all. Yeah.
I mean, that is true.
Like nowadays, that's what it could
especially
be. Now
nowadays,
back in Roswell and things like that, it was a little different.
Especially
like a big giant,
nowadays.
like the big giant ball of light. Honest to God, somebody could have wrapped a clear plastic ball around their little drone and filled it full of LEDs and shot it off into the sky to be funny.
Because people are,
and that would explain the way it dances around, because you can do that.
Now, if we want to get into the different types of UFOs,
I'm the skeptic.
Have been
Hi.
cited. There are the spherical, bright light UFOs that have been
Foo Fighters. No, that's what they're.
I know.
Called,
that I cannot think of words today, and for some reason, it's every time I'm on this show. So
we have that effect on
emanate
people.
like just bright flashing lights, like rainbow lights, just flashy.
Strobe.
Flashy. Yes, those things. That's what it is. So those we have the now it's a traditional triangle shape
The ones that
Craft.
look like the giant city blocks.
They look like
the ones that
Doritos.
look like the giant. And I saw the one that looks like the giant city block, and I also saw the triangle one. I might be
The
a UFO
Dorito.
whisperer.
I'm gonna start calling that
It's a Dorito.
the Dorito, the circle, the block.
Yep, the
Holy
salsa.
crap! It's a triangle, a circle, a block. Dude,
The square.
no.
Like,
Do you know what we are? We
Tetris.
are literally baby alien sandbox. Baby
Tetris.
aliens are learning their
Oh my
shapes
God.
with planes and their little craft, and they're like, okay, try to take the triangle. Where does it go? Nope, doesn't go here. Nope, doesn't go there. Nope, doesn't go there. Okay, pull
mean,
it back. Try the square.
Pretty much, anyway.
That's what we are.
Like, I mean, but just still the fact that people are still like, oh,
There's the oval.
I don't know. I
mean,
don't know if the Tic Tac one from 2015.
The oval,
What was it? The pilots. Which pilots
Ovoid
were-
or ovaloid? Is it ovaloid or ovoid?
They call it the
Ovoid.
Tic Tac. I just
Yeah,
know they
it
call
looks
the
like a
Tic
tic tac.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's got a
that
name like an
was,
ovaloid or ovoid.
Was it the Air Force,
I
the
remember now.
Navy? It was,
It was
but it was the one that Luis Elizondo, who was a former Pentagon. No, he worked
Oh,
at
the
Pentagon.
Pentagon official.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who quit right after he saw it because he was so traumatized about it. He's the one I told you has the new UFO show,
Right.
UAP show.
Traeger. No, is it?
And I think, is it called Declassified? Possibly. But I watched it. I was so excited to watch it. And then when I realized that, wait a minute, they're trying to instill fear in people about UAPs. Like, they are legit trying to instill fear in American people. And I think that this was like the precursor to the Space Force because they really,
name ever.
they are really, really trying to scare everyone. And they want everybody, I mean, everybody right now is still like, oh, we want our guns. Yeah.
I mean, we do.
Like, everybody is already like that. So now they're like, we want our laser guns. Yeah.
I want a laser gun. Screw you,
So-
hippie. I want a laser gun.
They're doing, I'm
You know what
sorry,
I would
that
do with
was
a laser
really
gun?
loud. Pardon me. But,
Yeah.
but, like, they're really trying to
America.
scare everybody. Now,
yeah.
my thing is, if
Fear
they
leads
want
to control.
but if they wanted
Duh.
to do something to us,
What?
if they wanted to do something
aliens?
to us,
Aliens?
yes,
Maybe they can't.
they would have a long time ago.
No. Like, literally, maybe they can't.
Why wouldn't they?
Maybe they literally, physically can't.
Like, why not?
For all we know,
They can fly
these
here.
aliens could literally be an artificial intelligence.
I don't know. No, I don't know.
Do you want to step
Because
into the
and then we're talking
We can
about
step
all
into the
the
Twilight Zone, but we're going to have to do an entire episode
we are
about this.
we are in the Twilight
Because
Zone
otherwise,
right now.
we're going to continue on for another hour and a half.
we are
So,
because
T, I suggest this then. So next show, you and I and Chris and Topher, the magnificent paranormal hobo, we will all dive in. And how about we do a special episode dedicated just to unidentified aerial
only we have to.
Would you be all right with that, Chris?
Yeah.
All right.
And
And
hot.
we're going to
Because I
actually
have
do that,
actual
believe it or not.
math.
We're going to actually do that, guys, next week. We're going to have another Sunday Night Madness show next week, right here, geekpublicradio.com. Use that code BETA1. Check us out live. You can join us in the Discord channel. Check us out in the chat rooms. If you want to if you want to sponsor the show, then absolutely feel free to do that. So next week, same bat time, same bat channel. Which we don't really have a relegated time yet. We'll get there.
7:30, 8 o'clock is when we normally
7:30,
go
8 o'clock,
live.
tune in, Eastern Standard Time. And you guys can check us out there. Also, wherever you get your podcast, Spotify, Audible, YouTube, wherever you decide that you want to watch us, we will
iHeart,
be posted. iHeart.
iTunes.
Yeah, he's got all that information. But unidentified aerial phenomenon, the royal family, and hauntings,
look,
is
I'm
it all
not-
connected?
I'm not ready to be done, guys. To be honest,
I know.
I'm not.
I know, but this is a perfect fever pitch
I'm like
to leave it on.
riled up right now.
It's a
like,
perfect
I'm
fever pitch. We
ready.
can't bring them down. We have to leave them hanging. We have to. We have to
Stay
cliffhanger it.
tuned.
Don't
It's
go anywhere. I mean, you can today. Like, come back next week, though. Hey, T. Like I said, UAPs, the royal family. Is it all just part of a conspiracy? Tune in next week to find out. Later, guys.
Bye.